Hi, Tony.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm terrific. I get to talk with you first thing in the morning, and that's always a blessing. Um, first of first of all, congratulations on the other black girl. It's
Thank you.
such a brilliant series, and you
Thank
and the
you.
cast are just top notch. I mean, it's just such a fun, angst filled show.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Uh, how did you land the role?
Um, the short answer is I auditioned for it. The not so short answer is I auditioned I auditioned a handful of times, and I didn't make it through the chemistry read the first time, and then I got invited back to read again, and I made it to the chem read, and I did that with actually Sinclair and Brittany, and then I found out I booked it.
And we're so glad you did. You bring such
I am too.
warmth to this role. This must
Thank
be a
you.
fun cast to work with.
Oh my God, they're so fun. I miss them all the time. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had on a set.
And your character is Hazel. Tell me a little bit about getting into that character.
You know, it was actually a bit difficult getting into the character for me because of the nefarious things that she had to do. And I am not a nefarious person. I'm actually quite more kind and empathetic and supportive. Um, so I had to lean into that side of myself to humanize Hazel and then use that empathy to justify the not so nice choices that she made.
But is it fun playing nefarious?
It's fun to an extent for me. There are certain lanes of nefarious behavior that, for me personally, I don't mind portraying.
Hmm.
And she was a challenge, and it was difficult, but I did enjoy it in the sense that I learned how to tap into those things, and I'm also happy to know that it is not easy for me.
Well, that's a little refreshing to hear because I always hear that
Yeah,
playing certain roles are always fun, but you've got to stay true to yourself too. Um,
you do. Yeah.
what do you think audiences are discovering about you and about the other black girl?
You know, that's a really good question. I honestly, I think an audience member would be better to answer that than me. But if I had to guess, I would say that they're definitely discovering me in a different light because most viewers who are aware of me know me from Riverdale playing Josie McCoy. I was playing a high schooler for a very long time. And this is one of the first centered roles that I've been in where I am not playing someone in high school. It's not a comic book character. There's nothing too fantastical about her. And there's so much more depth and mystery about this particular character than anything that I've done before. So I guess the audience will see that more than anything.
And in the series, you're bouncing off some terrific people. I've known Eric McCormick for a while. Um,
Eric.
what I know he's a joker offset, but what a talent he is.
Yes, he's an amazing talent and so easy to work with. Like he's just open. You know, it's very, very easy to be around and work with Eric.
Do you learn tricks of the? I don't want to say tricks, but do you learn different acting tips from someone like Eric?
You know, I want to say yes, mostly just through observance. You
Hmm.
know, you learn so much just by listening. And if I ever had a question and I asked him, he would answer it. But I feel like, you know, some things, particularly comedy, it's so personal and you just have to figure out what that is for you. And I just kind of watch him and see the way that he finds his groove. And then I try to see if I can do that for myself.
One of the really delightful things about the other black girl is how it's written, how it's put together, because it's
Mm.
funny. It's dramatic, it's
Yeah.
heart tugging, it's got everything anybody could want in a series, and you all do it so well. But you're
Yeah.
just a terrific actress,
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
and I loved you on Riverdale too. You were just great. I mean, it's to have that kind of history, and going into this. I mean, you understand comedy, you understand drama. Do you
Yeah.
miss live performance? Do you miss theatrical?
You know what? I do. I started out doing theater in high school, and then I did professional children's theater right after high school. I miss it. I love the stage. I would love to do that again. I say I would love to do that again. I will do that again. I don't know when, but it'll happen. I do. I love live theater.
It is such a pleasure to chat with you, and I'd love to see you on stage, and do something in some break or somewhere, because you are
Yeah.
just a dynamite actress. And does music
Thank you,
play a role
Tony.
in how you look at characters? I mean, do you hear rhythms and cadences in parts that you take
You
on?
know, it's interesting that you asked me that. I don't think I do. Music is in my family very much so. I come from a very creative musical background, so music is definitely a big part of my life. But I'm not sure if it really affects the way that I approach work if music isn't directly related to the material.
Well, congratulations on everything you're doing, and
Thank
man, it's
you.
such a pleasure and an honor to chat with you. Have a great holiday
Thank
season,
you.
and stay as lovely as you are.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much.
Bye bye. You have a great day.
Bye.